So obviously technology's played a pretty big role in real estate throughout the years. I mean, everything. I remember Brian at VHT telling the story, before 2D photography was really mainstream, and now we're moving into kind of, 3D technology and mobile technology, and there's technology coming from every angle, coming at the agents and brokers and whatnot. How do you see kind of the technology helping, assisting through the transaction, or helping the agents and brokers, today versus say going forward? Where do you see it happening?
Yeah, I mean, I started my career in 1994 as a real estate agent, and it's amazing. It's been a long time, getting old, but it's amazing how much technology's enhanced. I remember the first office I managed that the agents were begging me to get a digital camera.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't afford it. I had like 5 agents in my office with a really small digital camera. Keep using your Polaroid. And, we'll put and stick the Polaroid on a piece of paper. Or if you're really a nice house, you go get the photography, the film printed, and you stuck it on a piece of paper and put it in a copy machine, and that was your handout.
Right.
And if you're a really nice house, you got it in color. Or it's just black. I mean, we've come so far, and then digital cameras, and you saw in the advent of how the MLS is enhanced, and you're right, 2D photography. Just looking at the internet and the involvement that's come there, and everything, transactional management platforms. I think that we're still all looking for that holy grail, but there's so much that I've seen is improved, and I would say most of it has I think made agents more efficient, the business more efficient. Sometimes I worry it's made it less personal, and is. I still think the realtor being at the core of the transaction is really important because it's a relationship business, and so you can look at all the ideas and concepts along the way that said we don't need realtors. We'll cut that out of the business.
Yeah.
I'm not there on that, but I do think so many things have evolved, and it's been exciting. We've always tried to look at technology as maybe we don't have to be the first adopter, but really study it and say, is this making an impact with our sales associates? Is this making an impact to the customer? Going back to that customer side, adopting it, and when we find something, really integrating it into the core culture of our system and framework of our system. And like we've looked at that, we didn't want to become a technology company.
Yeah.
So we've never really invested in terms of our own software development and proprietary. But what we did discover is there's so many great companies out there, that technology companies around financial services and real estate, that they are investing, and to be a customer of theirs, and along the way, in some cases, we become partners. So we sort of created our own investment vehicle that has invested in different technologies that we've seen that we've had great adoption and we've used, and they've come to play. And like, for example, we're a partner in MoxieWorks. And have been for years, where we just became an investor in Percy, buy-sides product, which our agents use a lot of, and we saw it and we said, can we invest there? We invested in a lead management company years ago called One Cavo, and then that we bought. That is one private company we do have that we bought out the balance of the partners, and that's just a great, it's the Howard Hanna version of Op City. I don't want to say the poor man's version, but it is. We maybe could put more into that, but it's the same concept. It's a call center basis. That's you're talking to that client and lead generation. So we and there's a couple others that we put side deals in that we think are good for the industry, that we think can grow. So that's been our look at technology and taking and using it to evolve much more and testing it in different capacities, because I think it's great, and I think some of the ideas, we had a meeting this morning, some of the ideas that could be there to just make the transaction much more efficient, make the consumer experience even better, that I think is coming down the path with so much that's out there now, even what you're all doing, is exciting.
Yeah.
I think it really is exciting that experience for the consumer 10 years from now, I think it'll be an easier process, it'll be a streamlined process, but I think it'll still have that, no matter AI or anything else, will still have that agent in the middle of it, sort of with that reaffirming, this is a good deal for